Fuck you, public parking.
Okay, I ended the whole
Cool.
Sean
Tight.
me throw that's an hour and a half on the
It's
Yeah.
1:30 perfect, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Well, you got to be here to enforce these things.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I feel so bad. I think I was coughing through like the whole podcast. I feel like shit.
Oh, man.
You're not Mike.
Yeah,
I
thanks a
hear you.
lot. Hey, fuck you, dude.
I saw one person comment, and I'm like, I didn't even hear
I didn't hear it either.
I didn't hear it.
I honestly didn't.
I've been like sucking on cough drops and drinking water.
I've been sucking something.
Yeah, sucking
I thought it was
something
allergies.
else.
Tell you that.
Got it with the pipes.
Hey, yesterday I had an allergic attack that was one of those fucking like I gotta go to bed early type
Oh,
attacks.
damn.
It's
So-
been so windy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something's going on.
Yeah, it sucks. Feel like shit.
All right, welcome to the after show, everybody.
Yeah, talking about our allergies. What's up?
Oh, these are allergies.
Are we still live?
You're out.
We are still alive.
Shit.
Yeah. I
We're
know.
still alive. I'm
I
gonna go
know.
take a leak.
I've been here
Not good.
forever, dude. We did a
Yeah.
keynote.
We did keynote. We did everything.
What are we gonna do for an
When's
after
the
show?
next thing?
There's one at 9.
Oh yeah.
It's a Bethesda thing.
What
I'm
year
like
is it?
on the fence on
I was
streaming
gonna
that
say,
one.
you gonna stick around for it?
I think we've done enough show
Not
for
really that
today.
interested in
Yeah,
that.
right. I'm going that way.
The only thing I could talk about, Rocco, is I finally saw Alien Covenant. Now all this overtime.
Oh, you did?
And I caught up on Twin Peaks.
Oh.
I'm happy with Twin Peaks.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
I'm surprised they're pulling out shit from season 2. I did not think they were gonna revisit.
Yeah.
I'm like blown away. In fact,
Yeah.
that like, okay, I guess we're gonna run the gamut. So, yeah, I take back what I said.
They're not
Watch season 2
they're
as
not
well.
catching people up at all.
No, it's great.
Yeah. I've been enjoying it.
Finally got to stuff with David Lynch in it, which I really like him
Yeah.
acting in the 4th episode.
Yeah.
And the Alien Covenant review is, I'm so happy it was a sequel to Prometheus.
Mhm.
And then it showed a lot of like Dave. Did I already talk about this? Maybe on the PPS?
I don't
No.
know.
I think I've been
I-
so
we-
freaking busy working, I have never mentioned it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Did you kind of say the same thing? Like not a great alien, or
I didn't think
by the books alien movie?
I didn't think we were gonna get any fault. I thought they were gonna ignore Prometheus. I thought like, okay, enough people complain about Prometheus. We're just gonna move on. So I liked the aspects that followed it up.
Yeah.
But I felt like the weakest things were the connections to Alien. I honestly feel like they should go off on their own thing at this point.
You know, and I never
and I
realized,
think that was the plan, and I feel like they should have done that.
I never realized, I guess this movie is kind of setting it up to where like David created the xenomorph as we know it from Ripley's movies.
Yeah,
I don't know. That was like loose to me as far as like that's the original.
Rocco and I were
creation.
having a conversation. There's a debate.
Yeah.
Has Ridley Scott watched Aliens?
No, and so I was talking
Yeah.
about this with Derek.
Seriously, it sounds like a joke, but
I
in all
honestly
honesty,
think
might not have.
people keep going, well, how does the Queen factor in? And then, I don't think he knows there's an alien Queen.
He's never used it in
I
his
don't think he
movies.
sat and watched that movie,
Yeah.
Aliens. I don't think he's ever done it.
I mean,
maybe honestly, I'm not gonna say he's never done it, but I don't think he's thinking about that.
there's definitely like David used what's her name Shaw as a queen in some experiments in some way. There's an allusion to that, but it's very like if everyone who's watching this hasn't seen the other Alien movies, that doesn't make any sense. As to like, why is there a
You know,
facehugger
you
pond?
say like maybe he has watched it. I think it would be interesting to ask him because legitimately,
Yeah, that would be a good question
Hey,
for
what
an
if-
interview.
Just imagine you quit Mega64 and some other guy's like, I'll make Mega65. Are you gonna watch that?
Yeah, you might be turned off on
You
it.
probably might not give a shit.
Yeah.
That's a fucking great point.
I legitimately wonder if he's ever watched Aliens.
Hey, you do have a really good point because even
Yeah.
I didn't create Evil Dead,
Yeah.
but it's very near and dear to my heart. So and everyone, Bill out there and everyone else who keeps telling me to watch the Evil Dead remake, I'm not talking about the TV show or whatever,
yeah.
but they made like a 2006 Evil Dead. And everyone's like, oh, it's good. You should check it out. Hey, I actively don't want to see it because I don't fucking care.
Yeah, it's like I've already done that. That's my thing.
So
I don't
maybe-
care what some other person has to say
Maybe
about it.
Ridley's like, that's near and dear to me. Like, I made this.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking see James Cameron's
as
version of it.
someone pointed out in the chat too, this is interesting.
Yeah.
It's a really good point.
There's a whole deleted scene from Alien, and in the director's cut, I think they put it back in or whatever, where Ripley finds eggs that basically the alien is making eggs out of like people. So the shit that happens in Covenant is
It's
right in
kinda
line,
like that.
kind of with what was in Ridley Scott's original movie. I don't think he gives a fuck about the Queen or any of that stuff.
He might be
Or
just saying
doesn't
like
know or care.
3, 4, or 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And
I don't think he's paying attention to shit
Yeah.
but his own.
I mean,
you
I'm
know?
sure he knows they exist because when
Oh,
he comes
yeah,
in
of
there
course.
and he goes to work on them, somebody's like, well, what, is this going to tie into,
Yeah,
Queen or
I think
whatever?
he's
And
just
he's
going,
like, no, I don't care about
Anyway,
any of this shit.
Paul
funny.
Wes Anderson's crying right now.
Out the window.
His shit is just out the window.
That's interesting. I never even
Oh,
considered
man.
that.
Anyway,
That does make a lot of sense.
Yeah. anyway, just something to think about.
Do you want to get into the PO box stuff?
Yeah, let's open that PO box
Yeah,
stuff.
let's check it out.
Boom. Should I give what do we got here? Well, Robert O has a letter. Ooh, this is a love letter?
Hold mine up.
Yeah.
This looks like it was sent from a military base.
Oh, this letter is from Robert O, and he has a well. This is actually like questions submitted through the mail, which
Whoa,
doesn't
really?
happen that much that
Well, I
often.
mean, it's probably
We're actually reading these.
I was gonna say we'll read this more than podcast at Mega64.com. So smart kid.
Yeah,
Dear
he
Mega64,
gets it.
I've never been to Disneyland, but I always love hearing you talk about it on the podcast. If you guys could be cast as characters in Disneyland, who would you be? I'm assuming he's talking about like face characters or whatever at Disneyland.
Must.
Not in a movie, like
Yeah.
actually walk around the park as a character.
When I was there last week, I stopped there for a minute last week, and I saw Jack Sparrow was walking around again, which was funny.
Ooh, did you
Yeah.
get turned on?
I did, and I propositioned him,
Did you good?
and it worked out. Anyway, but I would be a pirate. I wouldn't want to be like Peter Pan or something. Make me an ugly ass pirate, and I'll like fuck with people. That'd be great. Anyway, what about you
Be a
guys?
raccoon.
Eric
You know
would be a
what?
raccoon.
I would be one of the dancers on the parade because they got it easy. They come out, they stand on a float. They don't have to walk around. They literally get to ride around the park.
Oh, yeah,
All
just
eyes
dance.
are on them.
Mhm.
Everybody fucking loves a parade. Make a whole parade about me. I'll be that character.
Well,
would-
actually, yeah.
I would want to be like some dipshit on stilts who falls
Some dipshit.
and then
And then you're on a fail video.
like I fall- I fall-
Fucking dipshit.
yeah, like I'm a giraffe dipshit or something on stilts, and then I fall, my head falls off, and then like park aides run to like put my costume back on. Kids are
Well,
crying.
this guy in his letter says, I could see Derek as Emperor Cusco?
Oh, that's from Emperor's New Groove.
Oh,
Isn't that the llama?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's
He
David
says he
Spade.
could see
It's
that.
David Spade.
And then you can see Rocco as Pooh Bear. And
that?
Kevin as the hunter from Bambi. What kind of sick shit is that?
Oh, yeah, okay.
The hell?
I like to
kill You know who I'd be?
Who you be?
Gaston. That's who I'd be.
Hell yeah.
Pretty good.
Well, there you go. Thank you, Robert, for that letter.
I'd be the genie.
I got another
Uh,
letter. Oh, you got one, Derek?
Yeah, I got something here.
Go for it.
Actually, this is for Sean, but he's not here. But for Sean, this is my way of congratulating the only Padres fan I know for kicking our asses. And it's a Chicago Cubs hat.
Ah,
Sean loves this. He's gonna love this.
Cubs.
He's not proud about San Diego sports. He loves wearing other teams'
Go Cubbies.
memorabilia.
Go Cummies.
I'm
Go
sure if he
Cubbies.
was here, he'd have a comment about sports. But
He'd probably
You
say
know
some
what?
player's
You know,
name
it's
or
funny
something.
because I know you guys don't care, but the Cubs are actually the best.
Cubs suck.
That's a good. That's a
I've
good
done an
comment.
impression of them so often. I'm starting to feel
you're
like
starting to become him.
I'm starting to
You're
get.
gonna
I'm
It's
starting
like
to
how
become
he
them.
started saying bro after saying it ironically.
Yeah.
Dude, I know what you mean, bro.
He started saying tummy even though he knows that you shouldn't.
I got a long letter here from. Do you remember a guy Henry? He enlisted in the Marines.
Yeah.
Did we talk about him? So he sent me a whole letter about how everything's going through boot camp. I think we said that he'd be thinking a lot about sex during boot camp. He says he's not.
Oh, okay.
But I won't
For
get into
now.
I won't get into the meat of the letter. But he did have some
Why not?
PS podcast questions from Henry here.
No, get into the meat of the letter.
Oh, I haven't proofread it. That's why I didn't want to go through it.
Proofread
And
it
I
out
will
loud.
say, Henry, I understand you're in Hell Week right now, but the
I think-
handwriting's a little left to be
I
considered.
think you should proofread it, and if it sounds
Oh,
like it's gonna
fuck.
get bad, then you can just skip to the
Okay,
end.
it's okay.
All right.
Mega64.
Close up on Garrett.
God, it's in cursive.
Popcorn reading, let's go.
Hi, I've been a longtime fan of your content since around the 6th grade. I graduated in 2015. I'm the guy who sent a sappy letter about Mega64 being a part of Through Thick and Thin, video to video, podcast to podcast, and with the box of something Tim Tams under the name nice guy Huggies. I didn't. He's like talking about shit he sent to the PO box a year ago. I'm gonna skip ahead.
Do it with some chutzpah.
Well,
Do it. You know what? Read it ASMR.
just pick up the letter through the ASMR vibe.
Yeah. What are his questions?
All right, what's the last paragraph of the meat of the letter? The conclusion.
Dude, onto the back page too. Last paragraph or sentence really is, I hope the Patreon is coming. I hope the Patreon is booming. I'll contribute once I get home, and that you all. I mean, really, this is not. You gotta dot your I's.
Here's the thing: is it a handwriting issue or is it a comprehension issue?
Eric,
I mean that in the nicest way that you could possibly take it.
and Eric, I know you're busting balls, but I really did not want to read the meat of the letter because I'm gonna have a hard enough time with the handwriting on the second half, the podcast questions.
All right, what are the questions?
Hey,
Enough
guy,
of this
the guy's
torture.
at boot camp. He's under fucking duress.
He didn't write this under gunfire.
He might have. I don't know.
Maybe that was one of the boot camp.
I've never been to boot camp.
Yeah, you fuckers will learn how to write a letter to your favorite internet troop while I fire this machine gun directly above your head.
But he does. The last sentence I'll just get to Rocco, Derek, Sean, Garrett, Kevin, Eric, and Brian. That's every single person in the room.
Wow.
I wish you the best to Mega64 crew. Yours truly, Henry Peter. Anyway, podcast question. What do you think is the proper etiquette for cosplaying at a convention? What's the best way to do it? I mean,
I say just wear full Marine
behave.
uniform.
Stolen Valor?
Yeah.
All right.
Stolen Valor if you're a real Marine. You
Behavior-wise,
should cosplay like you're stealing Valor.
Yeah.
he's asking about like behavior-wise if the outfit's good. Like, should you act like Deadpool? That's
No.
Absolutely no.
No.
I'm gonna disagree. Absolutely act like Deadpool.
If you're dressed
You know
like a
what?
fucking BB character.
This is something this is like a pet peeve of mine at conventions. Is
Yeah.
when you're dressed like a character, you think it adds to your costume to
Yeah.
act like the character.
Like the
Yeah.
Joker?
Yeah, but dude, I just want to tell you, the Joker would never fucking go to Anime Expo.
Exactly.
So-
Or like pre-order tickets. or
Yeah,
anything.
so the whole concept of acting like the Joker is nullified
Yeah.
when you come to Anime Expo. So just drop the act. You're you.
He even mentions Deadpool cosplayers being obnoxious.
Yeah.
You hit the nail on the
Yeah,
head.
like Deadpool is not going to stand in line for 2 hours to ask a question at a panel
Yeah.
and fuck it up with some stupid joke. You're not Deadpool. There you go.
Yep.
I remember I was at Comic-Con and I saw a guy as the Joker taking
Yeah.
a photo and he was speaking in the voice. Oh, yes. We'll take a lovely photo. How about that? And I just thought, the real Joker would just kill everybody. He's not posing for photos.
Yeah.
He would shoot this
So
place
why
up.
does the buck stop with the voice?
Yeah, I completely agree.
Thank you.
I'm only gonna mail rats and live ammunition to people.
Yeah.
When I dress as the Joker.
Yeah.
Oh, we should start a Pennywise update. Because
Oh,
they're
yeah.
talking about the new
Oh.
Pennywise in the It movie.
Hey,
It
wait.
scared the kids so bad.
Is it
Guys,
the same marketing team?
Pennywise in the new It movie is going to be awful. And the new It movie is going to be awful. And we can tell by the way they're marketing this movie.
Yep.
It's
Yep,
the
it's the
same,
same shit. Yep.
they did with Jared Leto's Joker.
Yep.
The Pennywise clown is actually too scary. People are having mental problems dealing with him on set. It's
Oh my God.
too
Yep.
scary.
They're doing the same shit.
Oh my god.
So we're gonna anticipate there will be more of these bullshit spin stories coming out, and we will keep you updated. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was just gonna say I agree with Cody in the chat. Is Pennywise part of the Dark Universe or not? What's the
Ooh,
point of
he
it?
might
Fold
be.
them in. Just fold them in.
Ryan, if Ryan's still watching this, he's the only one I know who actually saw the Insufferable Mummy movie that came out. I heard that it opens with, it's Universal, so, you get the Universal logo.
Yeah.
That it flips around at the beginning and it says Dark Universe. Like, they actually, say that up front. I want to know if that's true. If anybody out there saw it, let me know.
I was
I hope-
watching.
I hope so.
There's a local channel in San Diego. God, what's it called? It's called like Comfort TV. It's something for old people who
Really?
don't have cable. I don't have cable, but I got an HD antenna.
Yeah.
And they just play old shows from the 60s, 70s, sometimes earlier. and I was watching Howdy Doody. It was on, and I was like, "This is a weird old show." Howdy Doody. I've never seen an episode.
It's a puppet, right?
Yeah, and there's also Clarabelle the Clown on that. And I remember listening to the audiobook of Stephen King's It, and they said that the Pennywise kind of resembled Clarabelle the Clown.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that was written into
it was like they basically referenced Clarabelle the Clown. I was like, that's really interesting, and I wanted to check it up on the Wikipedia. On the Stephen King Wikipedia, they've changed the picture of Pennywise to be the new Pennywise.
You.
And I suspect that was done, of course, by the people marketing this new movie.
Yeah.
They're trying to infect every part of the internet to make you think like, no, this is the best version of that there possibly could be.
I'm not supposed to talk about this, but I heard rumor that the new Pennywise poisoned Tim Curry. And they're trying to kill him.
Yeah.
And now his health is...
He did all that to Tim Curry just to prove a point.
They're trying to erase the original It from existence.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, they fucked him up or something. I don't know if he put wasps in his room.
Yeah,
kids
they
trying to kill him.
You know, the story about the kids being too scared by Pennywise doesn't make those kids look good.
Makes the movie look good.
It makes them look so fucking dumb. You're on a movie. Yeah.
Did he mail a rat to anyone?
You're on a movie, and it's a remake of a movie. You're afraid of this guy in the clown costume. What's he saying? Is he going off book? Is he saying all this fucked up shit that's not in the script you memorized?
Wait, did Ryan confirm that it said Dark Universe?
It did. Two things. Ryan did confirm the Universal Globe turns around to the dark side of the planet, and it says Dark Universe. Also, the production company that made The Mummy is called Dark Universe Pictures.
Yes. Oh, I love it. I got to get in on this.
They're all in on this thing, man. The other thing is that we talked about this before on the podcast. The reason that Pennywise was a scary figure was because he was an innocent-looking clown.
Yeah.
That
fucking
lulls you into
said crazy shit.
Yeah, and then
we all float.
But like, he's normal. It's a normal clown.
Yeah.
In the new movie, it's a scary clown the whole way through. That at no point
it's not interesting.
Go, I trust this. When Derek said it's based on Clarabelle the Clown, when you look at Clarabelle the Clown from Howdy Doody, it looks like
a nice clown.
A
nice clown, yeah.
Nice clown. But when you watch it, you're like, this is like unnerving because it's that Pennywise.
Yeah, and Clarabelle never talks, and he's silent, and it's just there's something weird, and it's like I know I'm supposed to like this, but I don't trust it. But are you supposed to like the fucked up ICP, fucking LSD Pennywise?
Guys in Twisted.
That's something that made me, when I was a kid, I loved at Disneyland. I liked that. I thought it was so cool that the Haunted Mansion was in the nicest house.
Yeah.
It was so well taken care of and pretty. And it's like, but there's some shit inside.
Yeah.
I always thought that was creepier. And then I remember going to Tokyo Disneyland, and it was like, look at this rundown, beat up mansion. It's like, yeah, I mean, that works, but
yeah,
I don't know. I always like that. To me, contrast is scarier. Or just weirder,
like,
creepier. Just I don't know.
And maybe this is just me, but it's so much scarier when you're lured into a false sense of security.
Yeah.
And suddenly everything you thought was safe, it was a fucking lie.
Yeah.
And now you realize you're actually in a trap.
Yeah.
When it just is so blatantly there's something wrong with it, then your guard is up and you're protected from being scared.
Not that it's necessarily, I don't even call it a horror movie. I'm gonna say something about Poltergeist. No, I don't even think of it as a horror movie. It's kind of like a discovery kind of, movie into weird
supernatural
creepy shit. But I don't even think of it as a horror movie necessarily. But what was scary about that movie to me was the same thing growing up, is that it's in a really nice house.
Yeah.
It's in a pleasant, it's
new.
not in like a dark, the creaking doors. It's like a brand new house
community
that they bought in a community. Yeah.
Hey,
and that's what always was creepy about it to me.
Paranormal Activity was set in like a rundown shanty.
Yeah, it's just boring.
Dude, exactly.
It doesn't have that.
But it's what you guys are saying is right. What's scary in those things is contrast, because when you get rid of contrast, then all you have is jump scares.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what all this shit is. It's just Pennywise going and running at you.
But again, can we just get back to what was the actor? Is it Peter Sarsgaard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was he doing to scare the kids? Did we ever get confirmation on that?
Scary?
Was he going off book? Was he saying?
He said fucked up sexual
Was he
stuff.
Was he saying
kids.
fucked up shit to these kids when
Yeah.
the cameras were off, and then the kids come out all petrified? Like, I don't know if I want to work with this clown anymore. Hey, director, I'm legitimately scared about what Peter was saying to me backstage. There's no clarification on what was going on.
Also, if he was legitimately scaring the children on the set, wouldn't you like step in and do something?
Yeah, why
about
is this
that?
a marketing thing? Call Child Protective
Dude.
Services.
Yeah,
Hold
right.
on.
Like, hold on.
You've
Like,
never been on set with an actor in Hollywood. You do as a grip or a lighting engineer or something. You do not talk to the talent. They have like written down writers about making eye contact with some of these.
What the
fucking
fuck
guys.
did Peter Sarsgaard do to these kids?
Yeah, maybe that
I'm
was
telling
it.
you.
I do have to clarify. His name is Bill Sarsgaard.
There's too many Skarsgards
Bill
out there.
Sarsgaard.
Hey, let me just say, one of my, I don't know why this is one of the hardest things. One of the things that's making me laugh the harder than anything in my life was going to, when I saw 2001: A Space Odyssey in Hollywood, they showed it at the Egyptian.
Yeah.
And they had the two actors, the two astronauts.
Oh wow.
And
shit.
and someone asked, like, I heard Stanley Kubrick was impossible to work with. Is that true? Like, he made everyone do a million takes and he was just an asshole? And he said, you know what? That's not true. He was wonderful. All of that is stuff spread by Shelley Long, who, shame on her, and he got the wrong Shelley. It's Shelley Duvall that he's talking
It
about.
is Shelley.
Shelley
Duvall.
Long was in Cheers.
Yes,
But-
Diane.
But the rest of his conversation, Shelley Long couldn't do her lines right.
Oh, fuck.
So yeah, she had to do 100 takes. But you know, shame on Shelley Long for saying something about a wonderful man. Shelley Long should be ashamed of herself. Every time he said it, I was the only one in the audience, and I feel like everyone around me didn't catch it either.
Yeah.
I was laughing so hard that he kept bashing this actress not involved.
That guy's
Somebody in the
old.
Chat, I'm like, what did Bill Sarsgaard do to these kids? Somebody already blew in their ears, and I'm just like, yeah, what is this? Did he like? Did you see them playing with a fidget spinner and creep up and silently take it and like shove it up his ass?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
Like,
They made that makeup so fucking ugly. Maybe he just stared at him.
yeah. Did he like lick a fucking ice cream cone staring at him without blinking? I need like fucking clarity
I need to know why.
on what the event was.
He just kept eating hot dogs.
We're gonna have weeks and weeks of it in our new Pennywise updates.
He took a wet hot dog and just dangled it in front of them.
Yeah.
And bit it off.
Bit it off. What's this look like?
He called all their phones and left voicemails of him eating cereal.
Yeah, did he hold up his hand and take a knife and just let some blood out? I don't know. I want to know. I'm not scared,
Maybe he
but...
I think he probably sexted all of them, Anthony Weiner style,
Oh shit! With a fucking
with a clown dick.
with a clown white painted dick with a little
Yeah.
with a
Little red nose.
miniature curly wig on the head.
That's terrible. These are kids.
No, but that trailer is really scary. Did you see the red balloon floating
It
through
fucked
class?
me up.
Oh, Red Balloon.
Fucked me
The
up.
sequel's gonna have 99.
Nina's coming back.
Fucking boring. Fucking stupid piece of shit. That new It looks like a fucking dumb piece of shit. We're gonna break it into two. It's not out yet, but we're gonna break it into two, by the way.
Hey,
Yeah.
I only just found out that it's
Yeah.
two movies.
I didn't know
Fucking-
that.
Fucking shove it up your
Oh
fucking
my
ass.
It's the It cinematic.
The other one
universe.
was like a miniseries, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a TV miniseries.
We already know you're gonna go see two.
Stop.
Maybe we'll do three. We'll do three of them. We'll have a clown be in three of them. Book the clown for 3 movies.
I hope they make a prequel
Fuck.
with Pennywise.
Yeah. I want. You know what? I want Pennywise Origins.
I want Pennywise or
It
how did he
Origins.
become a
I
clown?
want It Origins.
I want to know how he became a fucking clown, man. I want to
how
know.
he became a man.
Remember they were talking about a prequel to The Shining called about the Overlook? That's really want to see that
Yeah.
too. I want to see how did the hotel get scary.
Spoil all the
When was it
mystery.
a nice hotel? I want to see it when it was a nice hotel. Look, everyone got the room they wanted. Look, room service.
But then something went wrong.
Oh, something went wrong in our nice hotel.
Oh no, the gym closes at 5.
No, the gym closed early and someone killed themselves. And they haunted it forever.
This bear gave me a blowjob.
The
It started with a haunted gym.
first time I asked a bear to suck my cock. The old woman died in the bathtub. Let's see. I can't wait to see it.
I want to watch the garden maze grow.
How does a garden maze grow? with love and seeds and puppy dog fucking tails.
When they were first constructing the hotel, they found a skeleton.
Oh no!
But they didn't tell nobody.
Don't tell anybody. I gotta build this hotel, guys, or else my dad's gonna be real mad. Don't do it.
Why do you use the stranger thing?
Because it's the same level of dumb fucking.
You in the hat. You in the hat. You
I
and
gotta my dad wants a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, so I gotta build the hotel real fast.
Gotta hire a cook.
Oh, I don't have time to move the skeleton. Just pile it here.
Hopefully this cook doesn't have any special powers.
Oh no, there's an Indian on the peanut butter jar.
Uh-oh, wrong cook.
Oh, wrong cook.
Anyways.
Oh God. Fuck it all.
God bless.
Fuck you, Pennywise.
Pennywise.
You piece of shit.
Produced by Seth Rogen.
What's left for Stephen King to like put his name? I mean,
Dark Tower's
it's not really. Oh yeah, Dark Tower's the new. He's having a fucking resurgence.
That's
he
not
never
gonna,
went away.
I can't be the only one that thinks that's not going to do well.
Reboot Cujo.
You know what?
People love that though.
They do, and they've never successfully.
And
made
It's not
they
gonna
love
do
Idris
well.
Elba.
The people who like Dark Tower are weirdos who will eat up anything.
People like Sandman.
I
know a lot of people who love Dark Tower. Like, I don't know. Like a lot of people who I think respect are really into it.
Read it for yourself and make your own opinion. I tried to read it. It was too much bullshit for me.
Well, everything I've heard is that the early shit was written like real young, like not and yeah, maybe doesn't hold up. But I don't know. There's people
and then
who
everything the
followed
later shit, he puts himself in the book as the author / god of the universe.
It's been adapted to a comic or like a graphic novel that I still think does pretty well. It's still going.
That's how I know it. I always
Dark
forget
Tower
about, I always forget
novel.
about the book.
Yeah, it was a novel originally. Right?
I will check out the movie. I will check that out.
Is it one
just
movie?
The Gunslinger?
Yeah.
Is it the first book?
I actually don't know. I don't know.
Like, I saw a trailer. There's a trailer, and it's Matthew McConaughey is like a bad guy. And,
Yep.
He's like the man in black.
He wants to tear the tower down.
Elba is a gunslinger.
Yeah.
His gun magic.
The last gunslinger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it looked like it reminded me of, and hear me out, Last Action Hero.
Yeah.
Hey, you're not,
It's the kid goes into the world of the book he's reading and brings the hero into his real world.
Yeah, basically.
Last fiction hero.
Last gunslinger hero. And isn't that what in Last Action Hero he goes into the movie and brings Arnold out, and then the bad guy follows him through? That's like the same thing that happens in the trailer.
Could be.
Fucked it up. I've never read it, and I just spoiled the whole
Spoiled
thing.
it.
Well, I believe there's 7 books, 9 books. There's a lot.
There's a few. Yeah.
We'll have these shit movies for the next 2 decades. It'll be great.
Great.
Yeah, there's not a lot I'm really looking forward to.
I'll
Blade
see
Runner.
that. The one I want to see the most is Dunkirk. I want to see
Dunkirk?
Dunkirk looks cool.
Oh, that's the war.
That's a Nolan movie.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Looks really, really good.
I'll see that.
looks tense as fuck.
Yeah, I'm into Christopher Nolan.
That movie looks like it's gonna have a lot of people drowning in it, and I don't want to watch that.
It's gonna be a downer.
No, nobody dies in the whole movie.
Yeah, I've heard it's a success story.
It just looks like so much drowning.
Wonder Woman shows up and just kicks everybody's ass for no fucking reason.
Oh hell yeah, bro.
It's World War One.
Because she's anti-war.
Yeah.
She fights in a war because she's anti-war.
It's Diana's purpose to save the humans from war.
So she does that by engaging
By cutting
in war.
motherfuckers in half with a sword. Why didn't she do that in the movie?
I don't know, but Gal Gadot is the goddess of.
Is that the actress's name?
Is
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot?
Her name's Gal?
Gal Gadot.
Gal Gadot.
I've actually been boycotting the movie because she was like conscripted into service in Israel, and so she has like a lot of political beliefs. So I'm boycotting it.
But if you're born there, you have to serve like
That
everyone
doesn't
does.
matter. Fuck you.
I actually am filing a lawsuit against all of Marvel for having a screening of Marvel movies ever.
Wow.
I'll
For
follow it up
releasing
later.
them at all.
Let's take a. You want to take a call?
Nope.
Is that possible? No. All right. We don't have to.
We took a couple during the
Yeah, but now I'm here, ladies and gentlemen.
E3
you can ask
segments.
me. I'm an open
Give
book.
Derek. Let's
right,
end on
let's-
a call for Derek.
Yeah.
Call
it's
me
Derek's
up.
But
turn.
only call for Derek.
Call me up.
Just to
ask
keep
me
it
something.
fair. Keep it fair.
Keep in mind, somebody wrote "fuck you" in big bold letters to me today, so
Yeah, be gentle.
I'm very sensitive. So I can use a little positivity.
I was just trying to be contrarian.
Love when Skype listens to
Anyway,
us.
Skype's fucking killing it.
Why does it keep going out of Do Not Disturb?
It's in it. I mean, it's in Do Not Disturb.
What a piece of shit.
I love it.
I won't buy a Xbox X
Yeah, because it's already in it. Eric.
because it's already always Skype.
So stop
You know,
it.
Eric, it works for me. What are you doing?
Yeah, right? Hang on.
Call
just a
me
second.
up. Some people accuse me of being overly negative, but I don't buy into that. You know, I just save all my negativity for these 2
Hey,
hours.
Kevin,
For the rest
do you
of
have
the
a
week,
badge and lanyard?
I am all smiles and positivity, baby.
The he is such an after they
Oh, yeah,
wrote
can I see it?
fuck
And the
you.
poster?
Yeah.
Mood?
I think they wrote "fuck you" so big they actually felt bad,
And they wrote like,
and
oh,
so tried to soften it up with public parking smiley face. He. I'm joking, but I'm not joking. I'm passive aggressive as fuck.
Okay, if you want
It's
to,
a real effort. This looks like a WWE
Hey, I
logo.
want- What's that?
This looks like the WWE logo during like the scratch era.
Oh, yeah.
the Scratch era.
Yeah,
Is that
that
what they called
shitty
it?
logo.
Yeah.
Yeah, they called
Hey,
it the scratch logo.
Can I say something about this just real fast?
Go
before
for
we
it.
take this call?
Do it.
Hey, I wanted to say, everybody out there, if you are waiting, hopefully you have it by now, but we sent out Patreon packages this past, just recently. So hopefully most of you have them. Maybe some people overseas don't or wherever. But anyway, we showed most of the stuff that's in it, but I was really happy about, I really love this poster that was included. And sorry, if you haven't opened yours yet, spoiler.
Avert your gaze.
Avert your gaze. But mood poster by Jason Cryer. He did a great
awesome.
job. From the video that we did about mood by the Mordo Collective a while back, he did this awesome vaporwavy poster. So I want to say thank you to Jason. He did a great job. Yeah, and I'm not going to say who was in costume here, but they were excited, and
Is that a David Bowie
I
type
think-
situation?
I
There's
think we
the
got a
cod piece on the
Bowie
thing,
situation.
the size
And
of a
I didn't-
grapefruit.
I didn't approve of that. I want to say shame on whoever that was.
Nope.
I just want to say whoever that may be.
Somebody's budding sexuality.
Someone in here put that in. Shame on you because that got out and now blood's
that
on
got out.
your hands. Anyway, and because it's convention season, you'll also find in this package a badge to A3, the Analog Arts Awesome Expo. Classic video. We reposted that video on
I
a few
saw that.
on a few places this week. It's been like 11 years since that video
wow.
came out.
Yeah.
So thought it'd be fun to include, okay, the badge, haha, a badge to an event that doesn't exist, fine. But this lanyard, it's an A3 lanyard, and you can wear this to all the cons this summer. You know, con season's coming up. You don't want to use the sponsored lanyard they gave you, Totino's or whatever. Throw that out. Wear the A3 official lanyard. So all that's in the box.
You know, when you
Plus
get
all the other stuff
when
we
you get
showed.
your lanyard, bring a lighter, burn your lanyard on site, replace it with A3.
Exactly. So
Yep.
anyway,
Protest.
I was stoked on that stuff.
Protest.
So
It
turned out really good.
keep an eye out if you haven't gotten yours yet.
E3 came out 11 years ago and has my favorite line that I think of all the time of analog arts are awesome and animals are accepted as
Well,
well. Damn it.
Yeah.
That is such a funny gag.
That rule is on the badge.
We used to be
Really?
funny.
We used to be
yeah,
funny.
it was 11 years ago.
What happened? Anyway, so
Skype's
keep an eye out
really
for
nice.
those. Skype. Oh,
Now,
what?
puzzle free zone.
Getting back to me and my negativity, you know, I like to save it all for the show here. So come at me, call me up. I will, you know what? I will respond in kind. If
God
you
damn
want to
it.
be positive, we'll be positive. If you want to go dark sided, bring out Dark Derek.
Dark-sided
Derek.
stuff.
We can
Dark
do that
Derek.
too.
I think this went dead. And you know, I think it did.
When's the last time you put batteries?
I don't know. Fairly recently. It dies pretty quick.
Double A or triple A?
Double A. But I was just gonna say he should pick one.
Do you want me to take it?
What is it? Let's have Eric pick one.
Yeah, go for it.
It's not worth all this
Eric, pick a
hullabaloo.
good one or else it's on you. Shut up.
Eric, pick an excellent one. A call for Derek.
Dijon. Dijon.
Yo,
Dijon mustard.
Dahan.
yo,
Hey,
can you hear me?
What up?
what up,
Yo.
Dijon?
So yeah, dark stuff. I don't know if you guys seen it, but there's actually a trailer for like the Dark Universe, an actual like announcement trailer, and they use like old footage from all those old
Yeah.
Universal.
We watched it.
You,
We did see that.
yeah,
The
I
new movies
I actually
are
saw
so
that trailer.
unpalatable. They have to advertise their Dark Universe with movies that are almost 100 years old. Let that sink in.
Wow, fuck, dude. Hey,
No.
when you put it in those words,
And-
that's fuck.
And movies that this generation has never ever seen.
I think the worst thing about it is that like I first saw it on a review and thought it was a joke because it had this like epic modern trailer music over it, and then I found out like no, that's like the real trailer. They actually used like Marvel cinematic like modern trailer music with the moody old like footage of
Like
the Universal
footage of
Monster
Boris
movie.
Karloff coming up from the tomb, and it's like dubstep
lame.
behind him.
I was at Walmart today, and they had a big
Yeah.
display advertising the Mummy, the Tom Cruise one.
Yeah.
They were selling the Boris Karloff Mummy. They were selling the Brendan Fraser Mummy.
What in
And,
the fuck?
and both of those movies came with a $5 voucher for your ticket to go see the new movie.
I want to
Nice.
beat up the people at Universal.
So they're practically paying you to go see the new Mummy, and they really want you to fall in love with these old movies that are
Wow.
actually good, so that you might go see this new movie, which is most likely
That's
bad.
crazy. They run their theme park so well, you would think this would be a shoe-in.
Does this movie squirt me in the mouth with a fluid?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Tom
Yeah.
Cruise spits
Is there a
it
wet
out.
fart in this
Yeah.
one?
Oh, dude, if Tom...
Mummy does a dry fart.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a girl mummy. I'm okay with that.
What does that mean?
Cake farts. You ever seen it?
You want a 2,000-year-old wet fart just because she's a
No,
girl?
dry fart.
2,000-year-old dry fart.
Yeah, I don't want a wet
Dude, the things in her
Wet
anus
fart?
have been there since
scarabs.
before recorded history.
Scarab
You're gonna
dust.
suck that
Hey,
down?
Robbie, you want to see something cool?
Yeah, Skype crash? Nice.
Skype crashed.
Skype has crashed, Dehan. You're
She
stuck with
probably
us.
had a
Down.
diet of foods that are no longer even
Oh, yeah.
harvestable.
Stuff from the Nile River that would be all incompatible with my allergy palate. It's gonna fuck me right up when I get that blast of dust.
Dude. Opening that crypt will give you a disease.
Wait, in the trailer, she like makes her eyes split into two eyes
Yeah.
in each
What? I didn't see
eye.
that. I never saw that.
Kevin,
Yeah.
you've never seen that?
So, what could she do that with her ass?
Two
Oh.
anuses?
Two asses?
Dual anus?
Stereo.
Yo,
wet
I like a
farts.
girl with two asses.
I don't know why you keep going to wet. I want dry.
Yeah, he wants
Yeah,
a
he likes
dry
dry, he
fart.
likes
You're
dry
not
rub.
hearing him?
Dry rub
Oh,
on
sorry.
this.
I don't know.
She's
You're
in the
mixing
desert.
your interpretation in. I don't know. You're
Yeah,
into
he
wet.
wants that dust fart.
Well, no, it's Universal.
He wants that sandstorm
Universal
fart.
is known for putting wet farts
That's
in their
true.
products.
But I think that's more
That's
Dr.
like
Jekyll.
a Shrek thing.
That's coming
Yeah,
out
that's a
later.
That's a Shrek thing.
We take another call?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I've heard, that Tom Cruise promoted The Mummy like it's a women empowerment thing. Like, finally, we have a female villain. It's about time. But then I heard this other review is like, yeah, she's basically naked the whole time, and she's like,
Yeah, like-
she's just like a fetish fantasy.
When you're-
He's absolutely right. No,
Wow.
When you're blatantly
Or
just
it's-
trying to like bandwagon onto what's you think is gonna sell you fucking more tickets, like that's
Yeah, they'll say anything.
wow.
All right, Danny.
Danny, we know you're excited about a female mummy with 4 eyes.
Looking good.
Danny,
Hey, he's not answering. I wanted to just say,
Time.
there's a new Twin Peaks tonight,
yeah,
and I guess
Yeah.
Harry Dean Stanton is in it.
They're bringing him in.
Didn't he die?
They
Or
have
is he
put
alive?
there. I don't know. I hope
'Cause I
he's
feel
not
like
dead.
everyone in the show is dead.
From the original thing. He was in that. They've put so many. I've only seen the first 4
Hello?
episodes now, but they put
Hello?
so many other David Lynch actors from other movies in.
Riton. What's up?
That's right.
Oh, you guys,
Riton.
hello? Rethan.
Riton.
Rithan.
Ritan.
Yeah.
Rithan.
Rethan
Yeah.
has an E in it.
Yeah. Hello.
What's up?
What's up?
You guys talking about all the Twin Peaks I've been observing lately on these
This
past few
calls for Derek.
podcasts.
It's got to be
Yeah,
for
it's a
Derek.
Derek call.
Direct
Oh,
this at
okay,
me
so
and
Derek.
Keep it positive or keep it negative. One or the other.
All right.
Don't flip flop.
Nice.
All right, Derek. Got a question for you.
All right.
I know you've cooked many amazing delicacies in the past few years, like candy, lasagna, and all that.
Mhm.
Okay?
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, you know,
Sounds like
I
a
wanted
bit.
to
Setting up
ask,
for a
This
bit.
whole
What-
thing.
no,
He
what?
took a pause.
I'm not doing a bit.
Okay,
I got a question.
say it.
All right.
All right, what's the absolute best meal that you've ever cooked? Because I'm going to college soon. I need something good that I can snack on, survive on for the next few years.
The
What is it?
best meal I've ever cooked. You know, it's hard to say what the best is. Lately, I've been getting into jalapeno poppers or cream cheese stuffed jalapenos.
Making them yourself?
Yeah.
You make them yourself. They're so easy.
Nice.
They're so easy. Let Chef Derek tell you my own personal recipe. I got it. This is a family recipe, secret recipe. I got it off of Google. Google this, you'll find it. Cut the jalapeno in half, right down the middle.
Nice.
Scrape out all the jalapeno seeds. Be careful. If you touch this jalapeno seed
Put it in your eye?
and then you go whack off later, your dick will be on fire.
Yep.
Be careful. Be careful with.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That oil.
Oh,
And then if you get somebody to woohoo down there,
Yeah.
their mouth will be on fire.
Burning.
It just goes. Be
Yep.
careful with the seeds. Get rid of the seeds. Get a spoonful of cream cheese. Pile that up on there. Sprinkle a little cheddar on top of that. You want to cut up a green onion or some chives. Sprinkle that on top. Then get a nice piece of bacon. Wrap it around it, baby.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
If you get 3 jalapenos and cut them in half, that's 6 stuffed jalapeno poppers. You set the oven for 425. You know what? 420.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Dial it back.
By
Cook
the
it
way,
longer.
in
Go
my
green.
cooking experience,
Man.
I found out, at least with my stove, everything cooks at 420 degrees perfectly. Don't
Yeah, a
just-
lot of my pizzas do
just
420
set
degrees.
it to 420 for everything. You're good. Put the jalapenos in there for 10 to 13 minutes. You're gonna have a good snack. You're gonna impress everybody. It'd take you less than 15 minutes to cook up this meal, and everybody's gonna think you're Robert Flavor,
Ooh.
Bobby Flay.
Yeah, Bobby or
Hi, man.
Bam. What's his
My
name?
jalapenos.
Emerald.
Bam Margera.
Bam
Bam
Margera.
Margera.
Yeah, Bar
Yeah,
Margera.
he's making
Bam!
a comeback in food.
Avril Lavigne.
Damn.
So
Why you gotta make things smell?
that's all I'm talking. I'm all about the stuffed jalapenos right now. Try it.
When I'm thinking of like, what's the best thing I've ever made?
Uh-huh.
There's been times where I've sat down and busted out like surf and turf, like barbecued shrimp on shish kebabs, and then
Yeah.
done a steak as well, and sat down and had like shrimp steak dinner
It
with
just
salad.
depends on
Like,
what you're in the mood for.
yeah,
You know, for me, I gotta go the sandwich I made on the barbecue cast. Ain't nothing topping it anytime
That thing
soon.
was fucking embarrassing.
That was gross.
No.
I felt
It's
sorry
fucking
for
gross.
you.
You
I'm
must have
sorry,
not
I
have
thought
tried
we were
it.
featuring stuff that we ourselves made.
it was
and not
cold
have somebody else
cuts.
make for us.
Yeah.
What? I made it myself.
It was
Yeah,
cold
go-
cuts.
Watch the footage.
Yeah, just watch the footage.
Yeah, watch
You know, Rocco presented that like, oh, this is a gag. I'm making this bad on purpose.
No.
That was
No.
him trying his hardest, 100%, to
Yeah.
make a palatable
And if you
sandwich.
ate it, you know what I went for.
It was
Victory.
so overdone in so many ways.
No. Just
Kinda like the
just
Caesar salad.
Yeah.
perfectly done.
Uh,
Looks
the
good
right
to
amount
me.
of done.
It complements the Rocco Caesar salad.
There you
well.
go.
Yeah. You can eat
Have
food or
one
you
with
can
the
eat
other.
fucking food, you know?
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Some people are content with human food.
Food will do
I
for
go
now.
for the gods.
Riddlin, was there anything else?
No.
Right then, keep playing Metal Gear.
Hell yeah, dog.
Nah, it sucks.
try
That's-
to, man.
It's the worst series ever.
Subjectives are
The guy
hard.
who made it is a
Unanimous.
Doof.
He's a doofus.
He is kind of a doof.
All right, later,
Thank you for your call.
Ritan. A little food talk.
What a
Nice.
good boy.
I liked it, I liked it.
Ryan Reed's calling.
Yeah, talk to him.
Let's talk to a friend.
Let's hear his 2 cents.
Maybe he could
Yeah, this will go up.
He
give
saw
us
the mummy.
He could give us a review.
Yo, what's up, guys?
How's
What's
it going?
up?
Hey, Doc.
What's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc?
Derek, I just wanted to. So earlier you said that you thought The Mummy was the worst Tom Cruise movie ever made.
No, it's being reviewed as the worst Tom Cruise movie ever made. Several people are saying that this is like blight on his career.
Okay, so I've seen The Mummy, and I honestly love Tom Cruise. I see everything he's in. That's why I went to see The Mummy, because I think he's a good actor. And I think the worst movie he's ever made is Night and Day with Cameron Diaz. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, but you love Hot Teacher.
Yeah, I
So
thought
You love Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz is like the hottest teacher.
Yeah.
Is bad teacher?
So,
Same
on a scale of Night and Day and The Mummy, that's the scale.
Okay.
How much worse is Night and Day than The Mummy?
Like at least twice as bad. The Mummy's not great. I won't say it's the best movie ever made, but I think a lot of people are shitting on it without seeing it. I saw it because it's cheap to see movies in Oregon, and I like Tom Cruise. And it's the beginning is good, the ending is good. The middle, where they tried to shoe in the dark universe, is not good. I'm not going to defend it, but I don't think it's as bad as everyone is trying to say it is.
I'm gonna go see it this upcoming week, so I'll find out.
Someone who doesn't love Bad Teacher to the point that it's their favorite movie
Yeah,
will give us the response.
I'll give you the real one next
can
week.
You just real quick, can you sell me on The Mummy? Because right now I'm not sold on it.
Yeah,
can you
sell
try
it.
All right.
Tell me what's great about it. Tell me what works. What's your favorite part? Sell me on The Mummy.
Okay. Let me preface this with: you've watched the Brendan Fraser one, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So
and I love it.
The beginning of that movie is kind of like the beginning of Brendan Fraser's Mummy.
Okay, so far I can just watch that movie, but keep going.
True. The difference is that it's Tom Cruise being kind of a little bit like Nathan Drake. They're soldiers who are trying to steal antiquities, and so there's some cool firefighting.
Hell yeah.
There's a big action sequence. It's kind of good. The parts where they use the special effects for the Mummy, her sand powers or whatever, they look cool. It's a good scene. It looks nice. Tom Cruise is funny in it.
Just to be clear, the CGI looks cool.
Don't mention the story yet. But...
Hold on, Ryan. You're right, Kevin. He didn't mention story.
Other things that other people already like.
You talked about the sand effects. Does she eat any planes or does the big sand face of her?
There is a big sand. Okay, I don't want to go into too much spoilers since I know you're gonna see it.
Okay,
but there is a part with a big sand face, and it looks pretty cool.
Looks better than Emotep, is what you're saying.
No. Don't get me wrong. The Brendan Fraser movie is a much better movie than this.
Okay, all right.
I just think that it's not like on a scale of 0 to 10. Everyone's calling it a 0, and I'd call it a solid 4.
Derek, you sold.
4 out of 10.
I have a rule. A movie needs to be at least a 6 for me to watch it.
Ooh.
It has to be better than 50% crap.
See, and I have a rule, which is if I can see it for $3, I'll just go see it.
Damn, I want to go to Oregon.
My time's worth more than that.
You know what? A solid 4 is not good enough. I was. You know what? I was gonna say something insulting to Doc Ryan, but I don't want to do that.
Ooh.
I don't want to do that. No.
No, do it. Hey,
Would you
Derek,
go?
do it.
We're friends, and
Derek.
I'm gonna extend him some respect. He gives it a solid 4. That's not good enough for me.
He's a man to be
6
respected.
for you. 6 and above.
6 and above. I treat my
Derek.
movies like I treat my
Go ahead.
women.
Do it.
They need to be
Derek,
at
do
least a 6 or above. But
I want you to say it. I know what you're gonna say. Say it.
This is so fucking relevant.
I'm talking movies, guys. It's an analogy.
It's a good analogy.
It's a very good analogy.
Ryan, he's still there.
Yeah.
Ryan loves the analogy too. Would you go see a movie that was a 4 if you were going with a bunch of your friends that were going to see it?
If you go to a movie to laugh at it and you expect it to be bad, it could be a 0 and I'll see it. But I'm
not like that. But like your friends want to go see this. It's not a 4 to them. Would you go like fuck? I'll go with the group.
No. I would not.
You'd
yeah,
stay home?
Probably not. Especially
Wow.
now because movies
Nowadays, yeah.
Hey, to go to the movie is like a $20 to $40 experience.
Yeah, yeah,
Especially if
it's
you're
kinda
taking like somebody with you. It's way too much money to have an unenjoyable 2 hours.
Exactly.
I'm kind of like Ryan, where it's not nearby, but I found a theater in San Diego that's like $5. So I usually go see a lot of that stuff there.
Yeah,
And
second
that's
run
cool.
movie theater, maybe.
If you're looking for something to kill time, a $5 theater is great because you're like, whatever, I have nothing else planned, and I can go and spend $5 on this shitty movie, leave with no expectation. But yeah, to like go out with a group of friends for a movie I know that I'm not interested in seeing at all, I don't see the appeal of that. Because you go to the movie, you sit in the theater, and you don't talk to your friends.
True.
And then at the end of the movie, you're the piece of shit who's talking crap on the movie that they enjoyed
all
watching.
liked, yeah.
So it's like nobody wins. So
Okay.
yeah, so I just go.
Yeah.
Hey,
Let me change it.
I remember
Enjoy your
somebody
movie.
yelled at me. I saw Spider-Man 3 in theaters, and afterwards I was like, yeah, I didn't like it very much. And I got like bitched out. Like, oh, well, I'm not a fucking film critic like you. I
Yeah.
fucking liked it.
Which
And I was
is
like,
hap-
oh, I'm sorry.
which has happened to me when I saw the first time I saw Revenge of the Sith. I saw it with my brother, and he was like, "What'd you think of it?" And I'm like, "I didn't think it was that good." And then he just started like getting upset. He's like, "What do you mean?
I will never-
You're such a movie elitist. You're the platitudes of the artistic world." And I'm like, I just didn't think the movie was that good.
That was a really good Peter impression.
He is. My
I will
brother.
never forget walking out of Attack of the Clones, and
God, that movie
one of our but you know, if you remember with any of those prequels, is that they would give you a taste of the original movies, and people would go nuts over it. So like, oh, Yoda fights in Attack of the Clones, or you know, for a second you see the Death Star.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you would just be energized by those things, seeing it as a young person. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, that was fucking cool, and then it would set in later, like, oh, really nothing.
I think that
But
there are. Oh, keep going.
I was just gonna say, I'll never forget walking out of Attack of the Clones, and a friend of ours was like riding high on it. And we walked out, and he was like, "Well," and you were like, "Yeah, not that great." And he like spilled water on you.
He threw water on me. Yeah.
Wow.
He
It
was
was like,
so
"Ah, Derek." I mean, he was kidding around. He wasn't like, "Fuck you,"
Why
but
the
it
fuck would Sean do that to you?
was not Sean.
I think that
But
there
it was just- yeah.
there's some people who watch a movie, and as they're watching it, they're kind of picking it apart. This is the kind of person I am. And you kind of think about the creative process, like, what is this? What are they setting up in this scene?
Mhm.
What was the creative decision with this? Where are they going with this? And as you're watching it, you get to the end of the movie, you realize like, oh, they weren't setting up anything. There wasn't really an interesting thought behind that. And some people, they don't have that level of like active critique with it. They kind of just take it for what it is, and when it's over, it's like,
Yeah.
hey, it was what it was. I liked it.
Sometimes I view it as like a hindrance. Like, I wish I didn't know so much about filmmaking to where I could just fucking sit back and enjoy the made for a worldwide audience bullshit they're putting out now. But I can't, because I kind of sit back and go, that's there because they're going to sell a shit ton of toys of it. That's setting up something in a fucking 4 franchise dark universe that ain't gonna, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
the shit that you're talking about, Ryan, that's in the middle of it.
Yeah.
That's stuff to just set up more of these stupid fucking franchises all being in the same world. Like,
Oh, 100%.
that doesn't move the story of the Mummy along at all. It just includes it into the dark universe. That's gonna be blatant, but we'll see.
I usually try to go into a movie assuming it's not going to be very good, and I expect to be won over. There needs to be a scene or a sequence or something about the movie where something clicks, and I'm like, okay, yeah, you got me now. This is fucking good. And I remember specifically, I like Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
Yeah, that was
It's
a
a
great
great movie.
example.
I do like that movie.
I like that movie. And there was a moment in that movie where I was fucking sold. A girl is drunk and she's in a public bathroom and she's so drunk, she's chewing her gum and it falls into the grossest, shittiest toilet ever.
Vomit-filled, shit-filled
And
toilet.
she's like, no, my gum. And she's like looking for it. And I was thinking like, they're not going to do this. They're not going to do it. And they fucking did it. She reaches into the toilet, pulls it out, and puts it back in her mouth. And I was like,
Yeah, you got me.
Fucking got me.
And that was a movie that
Yeah.
again we went into going, let's see this piece of shit, because we had the night to ourselves.
There was nothing else playing at
Yeah.
that time.
And it's really, that's not indicative of what the movie's about, but
Yeah.
to me, it was like these filmmakers
Went the extra mile.
engaged me.
Yeah.
I'm sitting on the edge of my seat in this moment of will she, won't she? And I'm thinking, there's no way. There's no way.
Yeah.
And she does it, and I was like, fucking kudos to you guys. You made a movie where this
Hell
chick
yeah.
pulled a gum out of that shitty toilet. And for the rest of the movie, I can kind of give it credit
Yeah.
for any other flaws because I think, well, at least these filmmakers, you know what? They got me on that scene. They're funny guys. I think we're on the same page. And I was sold on that movie.
Yeah.
And if a movie doesn't have that moment for me, I'm not going to recommend it.
This is just a thought that I had. What can you think of as what's a brilliant moment in a piece of shit movie? Because sometimes that
Well, the
happens.
one I just mentioned.
Yeah. But even
Well,
that,
Rick and
I'll give
Morty's-
the movie a little more credit than
it wasn't
that.
a piece of shit.
It mounted okay.
Yeah.
But can you think of a movie that still, at the end of it, it was a piece of shit, but there was one moment in it that was, okay, that was brilliant. Because there's one I could think of, off the top of my head, is I really didn't like Predators. I don't like any Predator movie that isn't the first Predator.
Yeah.
But in Predators with Robert Rodriguez, I thought they were fucking cosplaying as Predator.
It felt like that.
It was, yeah, I hated it.
One of each.
But it has a great scene. The only scene where they went for something different was when the Yakuza guy gets fucked. Because he's like out getting something. There's a Yakuza guy that barely talks. You know, the Predators have assembled all these people from different worlds.
It's like one of each type of warrior.
Different.
That's
yeah.
why it looks like a cosplaying kind of movie because there's like a Yakuza dude, a military dude, a guerrilla
Danny
warfighter,
Trejo.
an SA.
But there's a scene where the Yakuza guy goes out to do something, and then Predator's behind him, and he looks at him and goes, "I'm fucking dying anyway." Takes the shirt off. You got all the tattoos.
Yeah.
And he has the short sword, and he's just like, "All right, like I got no chance.
Duel.
But I'm not gonna get shot."
The Predator
Fuck it.
respects him,
and then
though.
the Predator goes to do it and goes, "No." Takes all his shit off.
Yeah.
Throws his gun away.
honorable.
Throws everything, and just like get one blade.
It's
on
that
his thing.
it's that retractable.
And it was like, okay, now I'm interested in this part. Okay, they're just gonna, and whatever, and
Mono y Predator.
and it was a great scene, and it ends, and then the rest of the movie.
The movie returns to shit. Yeah,
it returns to I'm gonna put mud on myself, just like Arnold did.
I've got
but
an
that
example.
part was cool.
Just exactly what you're talking about. Terminator 3. Terminator
Genesis?
No. Terminator 3 was Rise of the Machines.
Rise of the Machines. Yeah.
I think I know what you're gonna
The
say.
one with the girl Predator.
Yeah, the girl Terminator. That movie
Terminatrix.
is shit through and through.
Yes, it is.
But the truck scene
Yeah.
with Arnold on
Yep.
the fucking big rig hanging on.
Yeah,
he looks
yeah.
into the sewer, the thing flips
Great
over.
scene. Great scene.
That was fucking badass. And for a moment I was like, all right, this movie just kicked into gear. And then they go back to the shit. And, it's like,
And we know, we all know the story of that scene, right?
Oh yeah.
No.
Why it's famous is that was a scene cut early on.
Yeah.
And Arnold stepped in and said, "Hey, I think the fans want a scene like that.
Yeah.
Like that tops a lot of the action in the last one. We got to give him something that steps it up." And so he said that, and the studio went, "Nah, sorry. That scene's expensive. We're not going to do it." So Arnold went, "All right, I'll pay for it out of my own money." And that's what he did, and that's why
Holy
it's in
shit.
the movie.
And just
Arnold oversaw that part.
sit for a
The only
second
good
and
part.
think about as big as the budget they had for Terminator 3, they were going to cut the only good scene because there wasn't enough money in the budget. And that pretty much sums up what's wrong with big budget movies. There's so much money to make these movies, but not enough money to make good movies.
I believe
somehow.
I believe his mentality going into it was that he knew he was going to be governor soon, or it was right before that or something. And he was like, "I got to go out. I want to go out big. I got to go out big." So he spent the money. So anyway,
there you go.
Damn.
I love that story.
Hey Ryan, thank you for your call.
Thank you for having.
Nice
It's
talking to you,
always
man.
a pleasure.
See you
I'm
soon,
not
Ryan.
gonna see the Mummy.
No, fuck it.
I'll give you guys a good review next Sunday. I'm gonna go, well, it's another Universal Dark Universe movie. You get what you pay for.
For what it is.
For what it is.
I'm gonna take one more call. I'm getting a little hungry.
No, we gotta cut.
Dude, I'm definitely
I'm getting a
hungry.
little- hey,
that egg in a basket's the last time I've eaten.
Yeah.
Hey, new word that I hate. I'm gonna throw it out here. A little bit of negativity. Hangry.
Oh, you're hangry.
Oh, come on.
Hungry and angry.
Is that a Snickers invention?
That's where you're hungry and angry.
I don't know if it is, but now every restaurant is using it. Like,
it's been around for a while.
cure your hangry.
Yeah.
Chipotle.
Well, when human beings don't eat for a long time, the agitated sense kind
How
of.
about hungrappy? Let's keep it positive.
Yeah,
Hungry and happy.
What?
Yeah.
Hello? Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Hi, Martin.
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on?
Not much. Doing a podcast.
Hungry and happy, huppy.
That's a good word. Hey, I was wondering, it seems like there are so many like studios trying to make their own cinematic universe nowadays with like the fucking Universal Studios thing. But are there any like franchises you'd like to see turned into a new cinematic universe?
No.
So a cinematic universe, I guess by definition, is separate franchises that kind of tiptoe into each other. They're not, it's not the same movie with a sequel. It's like two completely unrelated movies that share characters.
Yeah.
Anything could be a cinematic
They
universe.
retcon it in with the.
Did everyone here? Has everyone here seen Split?
Yeah.
Yes.
So we all have, because Sean's not here. Well, you haven't seen it, Martin?
No.
All right, plug your ears.
Okay.
And everybody at home, plug your ears.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only cinematic universe I care about at all is the Split Unbreakable universe.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it was done out of the fun of making the movies. Unbreakable is not a hit. Split did pretty good, but it's a $9 million movie.
But it came after a couple flops for him.
Yeah.
So it's almost the same thing where he came in
feels like it's done out of the fun of doing it instead of jackpot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not to
So
make
that's all I care about in terms of something like that.
Is that connected to The Happening at all? Like that movie?
The Happening's not in.
Isn't
They're
21 Jump Street and Men in Black becoming a cinematic universe?
I think that was something that leaked. I don't know if it's happening.
Oh, okay.
When Sony got hacked.
There's a couple movies that cross over.
God, I hope not.
How I feel about these things are they feel a lot less special when it's this studio putting all these pieces together so they can make like these giant franchises.
Yeah.
What I really loved was, and I think we'll all probably agree, Kevin Smith's movies and Quentin Tarantino's movies all had this overlap of characters and features. And
View-esque universe.
Exactly.
Didn't think about that.
There weren't names for any of it. It was just they all ate at Big Kahuna Burger.
Yeah.
And they all smoked red apple cigarettes and
nails.
Or somebody was a character's brother that you wouldn't even know unless
It didn't matter unless you investigated
Exactly.
it wasn't
and
a thing.
That's the way that I like that stuff. So
That's a director doing it, not a studio doing it.
But to answer your questions, I'm not a big Paranormal Activity fan. I prefer the Insidious franchise. Not the greatest horror movies, but similar ghost stories. I want a Ghostbusters Insidious cinematic universe. Okay, nobody can defeat the ghost in this house.
Yeah.
We got to call the fucking Ghostbusters. And Insidious 4 has, they can even be the female Ghostbusters. I'll allow it to happen if they're going into the fucking Insidious house.
That'd be cool.
And taking on some real shit.
Whoa.
Some real poltergeist.
Yeah, like Melissa McCartney shows up and she's like, I got slimed.
Yeah, and then the fucking ghost mother pulls her into the ghost universe and she gets fucking fucked up.
Melissa?
Psychologically.
Whoa.
Damn.
That'd be cool if she died.
That's what I want to see. And then to that effect too, another cinematic universe I would love to see. Let's take the Saw universe and all this Jigsaw shit. Nobody can capture Jigsaw. Nobody can figure out what's going on with all this shit. Call the guys from CSI.
They're making a new Saw movie. It's coming out.
And I hope Grissom
but 7
and
was the
the
last
rest of them all show up. And
That'd be great.
They investigate.
the fucking CBS A-team shows up, does some
There you go.
CSI
Dude,
shit. They start
Mariska
tracking them down.
Hargitay?
Yes.
Chris Hansen.
Fuck yeah.
Law and Order.
I
Saw.
remember as a kid.
No, I
that
got
chin.
you. I got you.
You know what was really unfortunate as a kid? I
Yeah.
was like, man, I wonder if they'd ever pit the Power Rangers versus the Ninja Turtles. And then it did happen, and it was gut wrenching.
No good, huh?
Oh
Don't
man,
meet your heroes?
It was it was a disservice to both in every way.
Yeah.
It was the worst, most sad thing.
You
you've
know,
ever seen.
Crossovers
They,
rarely are good for any
They
characters
did
involved.
Independence
So
Day
sad.
Resurgence.
Yeah.
Mulder and Scully should have shown up in that movie.
Yeah.
And they go
We'll
fucking
solve
take on
it.
the
The truth
aliens.
is out there.
Yeah.
We've had experience with aliens.
All right.
We're from the 90s too.
Well,
Put me in charge of Hollywood.
You should be in charge.
Yeah.
Should be in charge.
Someone should have seen the aliens in the movie and went, only 90s kids will get this. And then they bring in the X-Files because they're 90s kids.
Oh my god.
90s agents.
You know what? Let's mash up cinematic universe where the Fast and the Furious franchise overlaps with the Cars franchise.
Oh hell yeah!
Oh.
Yeah, and it's like a race. It's a race to, I don't know, save
there's something.
save Radiator Springs, which has been taken over by terrorists.
Are you excited for Cars 3? What do you feel about that?
Hell no.
Gonna be...
Fuck yeah.
No.
Are you excited for?
See, Rocco is excited.
Seems a bit split.
Yeah, I'm excited because I want Sean to see it. Because he left Cars 2 like it assaulted him.
He hated that movie, right?
It was
I
like
don't
the most
like Cars.
nothing movie. It was not great.
Yeah.
But he left it like it fucking killed him
God
or a
forbid.
family member. It was like, oh fuck, those fucking cars were talking. I'm gonna back off. Sean. I'm gonna back off.
Man, you're just going.
He's not here. I mean,
I know.
did he see planes?
Nobody saw me.
Nobody saw.
No. Planes is a piece of shit.
Sorry,
To this
planes.
day, no one's seen planes.
It's on the what's that ride? Fly at Disney, California.
Fly.
Soarin'.
You got it.
Soarin' World.
There's no planes
Yeah.
on it.
I saw like
Goofy's
posters,
Flight
right, or
School.
something.
I want
Yeah,
to
that's
see
the one.
the new Avatar, but Tom Hardy's Mad Max shows up in it, and he's the
Oh
villain.
shit.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
That'd be good. How long is Avatar Land gonna stay open? What's the prediction?
How long?
Like 5 years max? Avatar Land. How long is it gonna stay open? Do you
It's been
think?
packed, so I
I give it like a couple months.
Yeah, Sonic
Yeah.
Burger.
Hey, call us back in a couple months.
Sonic Burger was
Okay,
packed
I'll let
down
you
the
know.
street for a couple months, but then that shit.
It's still open.
That's true.
For that.
I know, but now look at it.
Yeah, it's empty.
Who gives
But
a fuck?
I will say the one thing not working in their favor is they wanted this land to be out with the sequels and stuff, and those sequels keep getting like. I honestly do wonder if people will care in 2020.
Oh my god.
That's what isn't that when the next one's coming out?
It's really weird. It's
Shit.
like they've tried to line all this stuff up with a director who's notorious for delaying his films.
You know what I love? Getting back to cinematic universes that should exist. Let's take it, have your first movie, but your second movie can't just be the second half of the first movie. The big money rustlers, ICP shows up.
ICP.
ICP shows up. We'll get this fucking clown.
Oh, we'll take care of the clown.
Hey, all you little kids, don't worry about it. We're gonna fuck this
Clown
clown
Wars.
up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's called Clown Wars.
Oh,
So sick.
the Clown Wars, and you got to get them both together, and then they can't. The world is divided. This is so well written by me.
It writes
right
no
now.
one steal
It
this.
writes itself.
Check this out. Check this out.
This is copyright.
Trademarked right now.
Clown Wars. The world is torn asunder, and it's like the world's so divided. Some are with ICP, some are with Pennywise, that the world will never have peace again.
Yeah.
Never.
Fuck.
Here's how it ends. The killer clowns from outer space show up.
Yes.
They come down
Oh.
from up above, and they're so bad, they're punching people's blocks off.
Yeah?
What are you going to
On
do?
candy.
Knock my-
Turn
what
them
are-
into popcorn?
What are you going to do? Knock my block off? Psh. They're so
Decapitate.
bad that both sides have to unite to defeat them, and both sides realize that together they can do it.
Thine
And that
enemy's
creates
enemy.
Peace.
Exactly.
It's like the alien squid from Watchmen.
You know what? 30 years from now, we're going to be running Hollywood, and maybe movies will be good again.
True.
And then that's right. Someone just called it. There's peace on both sides, and here's your ambiguous ending. They think war is over forever, and then suddenly they hear, "Hey, shut the fuck up!"
No.
And you just see one shot
Came
of
out of
Jared
Arkham.
Leto because that's all he's ever been in the
Yeah.
Suicide Squad. And then
One shot.
it's like, oh, I guess war never changes.
Yeah, war never
Fallout.
changes.
Fallout.
So,
Fuck.
It seems like Stephen King is having like a resurgence. Have you seen they're making like the Mist TV show on like TNT or something?
Maybe a Mist TV.
Yeah.
Hey.
the movie was so successful they couldn't pass
Mist
it.
was good, especially in black and white.
The movie.
Did anyone else like that movie?
That movie
is really good.
I appreciate for its choices. I'm not even gonna say it, I can't even decide if it's good or bad.
Did they put a color version out, or was it only black and white? It was just the DVD had the black and white version.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
God,
think
that was fucking good.
I think he wanted to have it be in black and white.
Mad Max did that too with their Chrome release. That was.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit that does that. Logan. Wait. Logan.
The Mist found them.
Oh, right.
Logan has on the Blu-ray a fucking black and white version.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that needed that or what.
Artsy.
Nah.
It's weird. It's
Anyways,
noir.
those are our answers, Martin. I
Cool.
think those would be good movies.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah, let's see them.
All right.
Okay,
I was thinking outside the box.
Okay.
I was going video games, breaking it down.
Cool. I think I'm gonna hit the road.
Yeah, me too.
We're gonna end
Let's
it.
wrap it up.
Yeah, let's end it.
Cool.
Let's do the final 5 calls.
Oh, I just shut down Skype.
Oh shit. Good
Load
night.
Skype back
Nope.
up,
No,
and
nope.
let's do the final
Nope.
5. We'll call them the final 5.
Nope.
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 Yes.
The fly.
Gotta
Yep.
go.
Yep.
Gotta eat.
Yep.
Just leave.
I need din din.
Nope. Just end it.
Yep.
Just cut it off.
See, I was thinking
I'm
running.
out of here.
I'm Derek from
The thing
Texas.
with, like,
Yep.
Making a universe in video games, like
Yep.
Death Stranding, Metal Gear, and then bringing in
Yep.
Silent Hills. Yeah. And then if you
I'm Derek from Texas. Yep.
Matt Mickelson,
I suppose.
Solid Snake,
I guess it's good.